You know that moment when a new baby is born into a family? There's always that exact same conversation, right? Everyone gathers around and says, "Oh, the baby's face looks exactly like dad, but those eyes, those are definitely mom's." We absolutely love trying to figure out where physical traits come from. But while we focus so much on what we can literally see in the mirror, we almost never talk about the most important, entirely unseen part of a human life, the brain. So in this explainer, we're going to unpack the fascinating, totally secret recipe behind human intelligence. So let's ask the big question today. Where does a child's intelligence really come from? I mean, we all know a kid inherits different things from both parents, the whole shebang. But when we're talking about complex cognitive abilities, stuff like decision-making, memory, or complex problem-solving, do those come from mom? Do they come from dad? Or is it basically a 50-50 split? Well, scientists around the world have spent years intensely researching this exact puzzle. And let me tell you, the answer is absolutely fascinating. Get ready for this, because the truly striking scientific reality is that a child inherits their intelligence primarily from their mother. Yep, you heard that right. And this isn't just some popular internet myth or an old wives' tale. It is a hard scientific fact that's been confirmed by numerous research institutions, including the world-renowned University of Cambridge. Now, hearing that might spark a little surprise or maybe a lot of curiosity. You're probably wondering, how exactly do a mother's genes influence human intelligence so much more than a father's? Part 1, the intelligence gene secret. Let's get right into the biological nuts and bolts to uncover exactly how this hidden mechanism works. Okay, to really understand this, we need a super quick biology refresher. Stick with me here. You might remember learning about chromosomes back in high school. These are the tiny, microscopic structures inside our bodies that actually carry our genes. In humans, biological sex is determined by two specific types, the X and Y chromosomes. Literally all of our distinct traits are carried forward to the next generation through the genes located right here on these structures. Now, there is a fundamental difference in the chromosomal makeup of mothers and fathers. Biological females have two X chromosomes, meaning XX. Biological males, however, have one X and one Y chromosome, making them XY. And right here, this is the real turning point of our narrative. Scientists have discovered that the specific genes responsible for intelligence, they are located directly on the X chromosome. Think about what that actually means. Because a mother has two X chromosomes, she literally has a double chance of passing on intelligence genes compared to the father. The entire genetic foundation for a child's brain development and cognitive ability is heavily built upon this massive contribution from the maternal side. So, a mother isn't just a child's first teacher. Biologically speaking, she's the primary architect of their intelligence. Part 2, what fathers actually contribute. Now you might be sitting there wondering, does the dad just have zero impact on a child's brain? Far from it. But there is a very surprising biological quirk at play here. Scientists point out that some paternal intelligence genes are actually automatically deactivated in the body. Yeah, they just switch off. This means certain cognitive genes only activate if they are inherited from the mother. It's this incredible, complex system programmed by nature itself. But wait, that certainly doesn't mean the father's genetic contribution isn't absolutely vital to the brain in other ways. It's really like a giant puzzle. The mother's genes primarily contribute to the development of the cerebral cortex. This is the area of the brain responsible for higher-level cognitive functions, think decision-making, analytical thinking, and language. On the flip side, the father's genes directly influence the development of the brain's limbic system, and the limbic system is exactly what controls our emotions, our hunger, and our deep core survival instincts. So while the mother provides the logic and reasoning centers, the father provides the absolutely essential emotional and survival centers. Both pieces are completely 100% necessary to build a healthy, functioning human brain. Part 3, nature versus nurture, the story beyond the genes. Up until right now, we've only really talked about genetics, the raw biological ingredients we're just born with. But honestly, those genetic ingredients only get a child halfway there. Plot twist, right? In reality, genetics only determine about 40 to 60% of a child's intelligence. That means the remaining 40 to 60% is entirely determined by the environment that child actually grows up in. No matter how incredible that genetic foundation from mom is, a child's intelligence just won't fully blossom without the right environment to nurture it. So, what exactly are the crucial environmental boosters that accelerate this brain growth? Well, once again, the mother plays a highly unique role here. Research consistently proves that a strong, secure, and loving bond between mother and child during those early years dramatically accelerates brain development. Furthermore, creating a general foundation of love and security, offering active support from both parents when the child faces problems, and ensuring proper nutrition, all of these actively elevate a child's intellectual capacity. Intelligence isn't just a fixed gift you're handed at birth. It's something that must be actively, intentionally nourished. So there you have it. We've just unpacked the really fascinating scientific recipe behind human intelligence. We've seen how the mother plays the primary role in passing down those cognitive genes, how the father's genes are a total game changer for emotional control and survival, and ultimately how a loving environment brings the whole thing together. Before we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with a thought. Armed with this new scientific knowledge, think about your own family for a second. When it comes to your intelligence and your decision-making skills, who do you honestly match more, mom or dad? It's a fantastic conversation to bring up at the dinner table tonight. Thanks so much for learning with me, and we'll catch you in the next explainer.